What are the advantages of using a fork in the endgame? Have you ever wondered how a simple tactic can turn the tide in a chess game? Today, we are focusing on the advantages of using a fork in the endgame. A fork is a tactic where one piece attacks two or more of the opponent's pieces at the same time. In the endgame, this tactic becomes even more powerful due to the fewer pieces on the board and the high value of each remaining piece. One of the main advantages of using a fork is the ability to win material. When you fork your opponent's pieces, they often cannot defend all of them at once. This means you can capture one or more pieces, giving you a material advantage that can be decisive in the endgame. Another key benefit is the creation of forcing moves. A fork can limit your opponent's responses, making it harder for them to carry out their plans. For example, they may struggle to promote pawns or protect their king when faced with a fork. This disruption can lead to a strategic advantage for you. Knights are particularly effective for forks in the endgame. Their unique movement allows them to jump over other pieces, making it challenging for opponents to counter their threats. Pawns can also create forks as they advance toward promotion, putting pressure on the opponent's pieces. Winning material through a fork can also simplify the position. In endgames, having a material advantage makes it easier to convert a balanced or slightly better position into a winning one. This is important because endgames often requiring precise play, and having extra material can make the process much more straightforward. Additionally, forks can increase your tactical opportunities. In the endgame, players typically focus on promoting their pawns or protecting their king. A well-timed fork can interrupt these goals, forcing your opponent to make defensive moves and opening up chances for decisive attacks. Lastly, the psychological pressure of a fork can lead your opponent to make mistakes. The threat of losing material can cause them to rush their decisions, especially if they are under time constraints. To effectively use a fork in the endgame, careful positioning and timing are essential. You may need to maneuver your pieces to lure your opponent into vulnerable positions where a fork becomes possible. Sometimes, this involves making temporary sacrifices or repositioning your pieces to maximize the impact of the fork. In summary, forks in the endgame are a powerful tactic that can help you gain material, disrupt your opponent's plans, and convert a balanced position into a winning one. Mastering this tactic and recognizing its patterns is key to improving your endgame play.